Developer Dark Passenger, co-founded by former CD Projekt Red developers, have announced recently the studio is working on an online action title set in feudal Japan, having worked on such titles as The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077. While the game currently doesn't have a title, Dark Passenger has announced this project will be the first game under the studio. The project will focus on online multiplayer with both support for competitive and co-op. A series of tweets recently shared that they are looking for talent to work on the game. Players will be able to take on the role of shinobi and kunoichi warriors, being able to jump over the city rooftops, climb and sneak through temples. The website description puts an emphasis on being unseen, implying more of a stealth approach to gameplay. So far, platforms mentioned on the site include PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam and Epic. Frozen Flame, developed by Ravenage Games, has shared the title has seen 65,000 players check out the demo for the multiplayer survival RPG. The game is available as part of Steam's Survival Fest, being available as a demo until August 15th at 10 AM PST. In case you missed it, Frozen Flame is a unique mix of fantasy and survival, taking place in the world of Arcana. It was once home to dragons, however they are now on the decline, becoming much rarer. An ancient being known as the Faceless has taken over the Citadel, with sinister motivations behind it. In the demo version of the game, players can experience character progression, base building, crafting, and explore a vast world. Frozen Flame will be launching on Steam Early Access sometime in fall 2022. You can check out the demo now until August 15th. Towards the end of this month will be the release of the sequel Soul Hackers 2. A new trailer dubbed Twisted Fates gives a peek into the game's dramatic storyline. In this entry of the series, players will be attempting to save mankind through the agents of Ion, known as Ringo and Fig. They will try to put a stop to a butterfly effect that could possibly lead to the end of the world. The trailer shows some of the conflicts that will ensue in the supernatural RPG, as well as hinting at some of the cyber hacking. Devil summoners, as they're known in the game, are powerful mortals that make a contract with entities that have demon powers to be able to use their abilities. In this trailer, we see main characters Arrow, Milady, and Saizo before they have died in their intertwined fates. Soul Hackers 2 will be coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S on August 26th worldwide. Owlcat Games have been developing Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader for quite some time now. The title, after their highly successful Pathfinder games, is said to be the first ever CRPG set in the Warhammer universe. After the past few weeks, the company has been drip feeding us with some more tidbits, as well as more possible members of our upcoming crew. First up is the tech priests from Mars, the Adeptus Mechanicus, considered the backbone of the Imperium of Man. These priests are bound in eternal servitude to the Omnissiah, the machine god. Next to be introduced are the Psykers, who are able to resist the warp, a terrible corrupting force. They can even gain unbelievable powers by wielding it. Lastly, the developer introduces the Rogue Trader's right-hand man, Alballard Wessarian, loyal to the von Valsius family, eager to put a halt to anything that may disrupt the Rogue Trader's empire. We'll be covering more about this game as news releases. So far, there is no release date, but it will be coming to PC and consoles. Monster Hunter Rise, among others, have had its unit sales unveiled by Capcom in their investor relations report, adding further games to its platinum titles. Rise has now surpassed 10.3 million units sold, while its expansion Sunbreak now reaching 3 million, but at the time these numbers were calculated had reached a solid 2.5 million by June 30th, taking third place in units sold. Other stellar titles on the list include Devil May Cry 5, which is now sitting at 5.7 million, and Resident Evil Village, which is standing at a staggering 6.4 million units across platforms. Capcom has had a pretty good year so far, but has yet to beat its 2018 title, Monster Hunter World, which has now reached 18.3 million, making it Capcom's top seller so far. If you've yet to take on the new monsters that arrived in the Sunbreak expansion for Monster Hunter Rise and still on the fence about picking it up, check out our Sunbreak review, Monster Hunter Rise expansion. Elden Ring had a major launch, but YouTube has revealed just how big it was. On the video platform alone, it gained 3.4 billion video views in just 60 days. Putting that in comparison to other major game launches, they don't even come close. In a visual breakdown, YouTube shared that the next runner-up launches were GTA 5, which gained 1.9 billion in views, followed by Red Dead Redemption 2 with 1.4. Others on the list include Super Mario Odyssey in 4th place with 828 million, Zelda Breath of the Wild with 638 million, and Skyrim lastly with 456 million. Other interesting stats revealed were which bosses were the most popular, or maybe the most aggravating depending on how you look at it, when it came to videos. The top heavy hitter according to YouTube's post is none other than Margit the Fell Omen. As for character classes, the Samurai was the most sought after video, followed by Hero, Wretch, Astrologer, and lastly Warrior. YouTube was also kind enough to award Fextralife with the All-Knowing Guide award, as we provided a number of videos going over bosses, builds, weapons, and more. If you've yet to take a gander at our Elden Ring review, which covers the game with no spoilers after 100 plus hours of gameplay, be sure to check it out on our channel. Elden Ring has been quite the wild torrent ride with its launch, and we've had many tarnished using our Elden Ring wiki as they ventured into the lands between. Do you have a favourite Elden Ring memory? Which boss do you look up videos for? Let us know in the comments below. Just this week, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet dropped tons of never before seen footage and info on the follow-up to the beloved game series. In the Pokemon Presents showcase this week, Nintendo and Game Freak revealed a number of new details going over the open world, rideable Pokemon legendaries, as well as the Grant treasure hunt, which is part of the 3 major story arc. They also confirmed the return of gym battles, however players won't need to tackle the gyms in a particular order like in past games, making for a less linear path to take. Another exciting new feature is the Tarot raid battles, where players can team up with other players in raid groups to take down rare Tarot types. While the battles will play out like more traditional Pokemon fights, trainers won't need to wait for their allies to take turns and can perform actions independently. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet releases exclusively on Nintendo Switch on November 18th. The game will have 2 versions, much like any other mainline Pokemon game. Also getting new details this week is Harvestella. Fans of the live simulation gameplay of Stardew Valley have Harvestella to look forward to in the early weeks of November this year. The farming/adventure RPG is being developed by Square Enix. Some new features were revealed during the showcase, which showed off the Town of Spring, as well as the world's 5 seasons, including a deadly one, a rather mysterious season called Quietus. It covers the world in eternal dust storms. Other news included the job classes. Players will have an array of job classes to choose from, such as Fighter, Shadow Walker, and Mage. A new confirmed class revealed was the Skylancer, who uses a spear and can cast wind-like abilities. Square Enix also confirmed that Harvestella classes will unlock whenever they recruit characters that have that specific class. Other activities include farming ingredients to create different recipe combinations, as well as relaxing hobbies such as fishing. Harvestella will be released on November 4th, 2022, so far confirmed for PC and Switch.
Well, that's it for the Week in the Wikis. Please join us again next week for yet another great week of gaming. Remember to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits. And budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks again for being part of this great community. Keep checking in with us with news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness.